How to use Claude like a pro better than 99% of people. Most people use Claude like a search engine. They type a quick question, they read the response, close the tab. That's like buying a professional grade camera and only using it on auto mode. Now you're getting a fraction of what's possible and you're leaving an enormous amount of value on the table every single day. Now, users who get dramatically better results from Claude are the ones who use it for tasks that others think AI can't handle. Now, they have learned a set of specific techniques that change what Claude can produce. Now, this video is going to cover all of them. By the end, you will be using Claude at a level that most users are never going to reach. Now, the single most impactful improvement you can make to your Claude output is front loading context before any request. Now, most users are going to go straight to the ask. Pro users are going to spend 30 seconds establishing the context first. But the contexts are going to have three components: who you are and your expertise level, the purpose and audience of what you're creating, and any constraints or preferences that should shape the output. Now, let's compare two prompts for the same task. Now, prompt A could be write a blog post about productivity. Now, that could be our first prompt, okay? But a second prompt could be I'm a productivity coach who works with senior executives at Fortune 500 companies. And you could go ahead with a more, heavier prompt style, like I'm writing for my newsletter, which has 8,000 subscribers who are all mid to senior level professionals. And this post needs to challenge conventional productivity advice. My readers have, let's go ahead, tried GTD and time blocking and want something more sophisticated. Write a blog post about productivity that introduces a counterintuitive framework for managing attention rather than time. And finally, you can go with something like avoid generic tips. Tone should be analytical but accessible. No corporate jargon. Now you go ahead and send this in. Now that's a big and beefy prompt. Now prompt A is of course going to go ahead and produce something generic. Prompt B is going to produce something that's actually useful. Okay. The only difference is going to be the context. Now you can save your context as a reusable block, keep a text file with your standard context, who you are, and your typical audience, your communication preferences. All of that need to be in one script. And you can paste it at the start of new conversations when the context is relevant. Now, what you can also do is you can go ahead and tell Claude to, dramatically adopt a specific expert role, which improves responses for specialized topics. All right. So this isn't just cosmetic. It is genuinely changing how Claude approaches and frames its responses. Now, the difference from how should I structure equity for a startup, okay, that is one prompt. The other could be you are an experienced startup attorney who has structured, let's go with hundreds of co-founder equity agreements. Advise me on how to structure equity for a startup co-founder, covering vesting schedules, cliff periods, acceleration provisions, and common mistakes founders make. Now, what you're doing in this case is you're giving it a role assignment. Now, that activates a different mode of response, more domain specific vocabulary, more consideration of edge cases, and framing that reflects genuine expertise in the specific area. Now, useful role assignments for different situations are going to be really helpful. Like you are a senior copywriter who specializes in direct response advertising, or you are an experienced software architect reviewing this code for production readiness, or you are a skeptical investor evaluating this business plan, or you are an editor at the New York Times reviewing this piece for clarity and flow. Pretty straightforward. And obviously, these assignments are going to work differently, associating themselves with different types of forward working regimens for your prompting. Okay. And of course, the more assignment related or the more role assigned working you draft, the better it is going to be working for you. Okay. Now, moving from here on out, we are going to work with the chain of thought instruction. Okay. Now, for complex analytical tasks, explicitly, you can ask Claude to think step by step before answering produces significantly better results. Now, this actually mirrors what happens when humans are going to solve any type of complex problems, working through the components before reaching a conclusion. Now, add to any complex analytical request, like before answering, think through this step by step. You can show your reasoning, then give your conclusion. Or, more specifically, you can approach this problem in stages. First, identify the key variables, then analyze how they interact, and then actually consider what could go wrong, and then finally give your recommendation. Now, this technique is actually particularly quite powerful for any business strategist, analysis, code debugging, and mathematical reasoning. You can also get an output format specification. Now, the format of Claude's output is completely within your control, but only if you specify it. Without format instructions, Claude chooses a format that's reasonable, but may not be what you need. So be explicit about exactly what you want. Like, give me your answer as a numbered list of the 5 most important points, each followed by one concrete example. No, simply go ahead with something like that. Or you can write something like, write this as a table with columns for feature, benefit, and potential drawback. Just go ahead and write with something like that. And what that does is it gives you a more streamlined reply, a reply more suited for the type of questioning you're going to be going through. At the end of the day, to use Claude like a pro, it all comes down to prompt engineering. Now, the gap between how people use Claude and how the most productive users use it comes down to these techniques: rich upfront context, role assignment, chain of thought instruction, explicit format specifications, iterative refinements, and critical review requests. None of these require any special access or technical knowledge. They're available to everyone right now. So implement even 2 or 3 of these consistently, and you will notice an immediate difference in your working with Claude. So that is pretty much about it for this video. Thank you for watching till the end, and I'll see all of you next time. Have a great day. Goodbye.